everyone, I'm Dr. Sonia Lal Gupta and I'm a senior consultant neurologist at Metro Hospitals in Noida. So today we are going to speak about what smoking actually does to your brain. So whether you believe it or not, smoking actually increases your risk of stroke by almost twice of a normal person. So think about it, how it can harm you. What smoking does is, it contains a lot of chemicals. So tobacco within, the cigarettes, they have 4,000 types of chemicals in that. And these toxic chemicals, when, one person takes a puff and it goes into the lungs, they start flowing into the blood. Once they flow into the blood, what they do is they start decreasing the oxygen that is reaching the brain, as well as they make the blood thicker. So the chances of forming a clot increase. So what happens in a stroke? Let's understand that, right? So there are two types of strokes. Either an artery so what is an artery? Of course, an artery takes the blood to all your parts of the body, including the brain. Now within the artery, if a clot is formed, that means that there's a blockage all of a sudden, then there's the blood to the brain completely stops. And that leads to symptoms of stroke, which can include weakness of the face, weakness of the arm, difficulty speaking, difficulty walking, which happens right away out of the blue. And that's a symptom of an ischemic stroke that happens when the artery is blocked. Now what typically tobacco does is it thickens the blood. So it increases the chance of actually forming this clot. And it can be very dangerous. As the more you smoke, more your chances of actually forming the clot. What smoking tobacco also does is that it starts increasing your blood pressure. So as the blood pressure starts increasing, your arteries, the walls of the arteries start becoming weaker. And over time, when the blood pressure becomes very high, the walls are weak, it can actually burst, causing a huge bleed in the brain called a hemorrhagic stroke. So, nowadays there's such a trend of youngsters smoking, everybody is smoking packs and packs per day. But the harm that it can do to your brain is something that cannot be reversed, and it can be very harmful. It can completely change your life. You can be disabled, you may not be the person you are, because the brain is what makes you what you are. Your personality, everything you are is because of your brain. So start protecting your brain, stop smoking. The day you decide to quit smoking, within just a few days, this risk starts going down. By the end of the year of when you quit smoking, your risk actually becomes almost normal of any other person, of having a stroke. So it's very important that we all understand that how harmful smoking is for your entire body, including the brain, and take all the steps we can, to quit smoking. And in case you all have any questions or you need any help to understand on how you can quit smoking, please feel free to email us, contact us, message us, and we'll be happy to help you in telling you different ways how you can quit smoking. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.